Hello, Scorpio, and welcome to the Mystic Messenger Tarot. This is your reading for January 2018. Can you believe it, Scorpio? January. Already. All right. Planetarily this month, Pluto has shifted into Capricorn. And Pluto is a planet of great depth. So there'll be some great depth, dig deep, and a little bit of exploration into yourself. On top of all this, there is a full moon in Cancer, and this is a super full moon, and that'll be January 1st. And Cancer is very watery. There's some emotions involved. It will kind of expand or accelerate emotions and intuitions. And it's very nurturing, watery energy. And in addition to that, there will be a grand water trine in the sky. And a trine is when there are three planets that line up like a triangle in the sky. These are all three water planets and water signs in their home planet. So Neptune has shifted into Pisces, Mars has shifted into Scorpio, and the moon has shifted into Cancer. Very, very watery, very high energy. So it's really a time for reflection. Turn down your analyzer a bit and just go with the flow of the emotions. I also like to either take a Epsom salt bath, some kind of salt bath, or walk by the beach, and kind of helps you go deeper. So it's a time for awakening and alertness. And because of all the water, a dear friend of mine says, you can't stop the waves, but you can certainly learn to surf. So that's what we're doing, Scorpio, is we're learning to surf at this time. All right, let me find my space. Welcome in all the planets, all the directions. What is above, so it is below. And this is a reading for Scorpio for January 2018. Knight of Swords upside down. Fool crosses it. World is above. Wow, pages. Page there, Knight there. Lots of people. Looks like people have some opinions. The Empress, the High Priestess, Emperor. Wow, Scorpio, you are doing the dang thing out there in the world. The Star, Strength, and the old Broken Alone. Okay, wow, you're moving and shaking some energy. So let's start at the beginning. The Knight of Swords. Swords is an air sign. That is Aquarius, Gemini, or Libra. It is upside down, so I'm feeling that you're having a little discord with an air sign. Maybe communication is not happening as freely or as openly as it normally does. So Scorpio, make sure that your words are in highest integrity, but it looks like there's a conversation that needs to happen with this air sign for some changes to happen, and it looks like it's your main focus right now. So pull up your bravery and your honesty and sit down and have that chat. It looks like it's long overdue. This may be a partner, a love partner, a lover. It could be a family member, a child, a parent, but it's a knight, so it's someone that's a little bit not as mature as you are, shall we say, but so it looks like a kid glove situation that you're going to have to pick your words very carefully to be heard. But that conversation needs to happen, and it needs to happen soon. So that is an air sign, Aquarius, Gemini, or a Libra. It is upside down, so it is something that needs to be resolved pretty soon. The Fool is what crosses you. And the Fool, I love this card. It's the beginning of the journey of Tarot. It is the 0. So some things need to start over, it looks like, taking a new approach to things. Don't make the same mistakes over and over. The Fool also stands for that, but it can stand for take a leap of faith. Trust in yourself and trust in the process, especially around this Knight of Swords. So no preconceived ideas about how they will react or won't react. Just allow yourself to have a pure heart and open mind and speak your truth with love and kindness. So, but don't make the same mistakes over and over by not saying anything and allowing the situation to continue that is uncomfortable for you. So, time to find your words of kindness and speak them. All right, Scorpio, the world is above you. And I love this world card. It is the last card in the journey. So you have the very first card of the Fool and the last card in the world here. So it's time to start taking those wonderful ideas and manifesting them. Also, the world stands for whatever energy you put into something is what you will get rewarded from. So it looks like you are right on the edge of starting something new, but don't let your fears and your insecurities stand in the way. You're very intuitive, and it looks like you will be very welcomed in the world. So pull up your brave girl or boy pants and do the darn thing. So put that energy out in the world. Put down the fear of the old broken alone. Here's the old broken alone on one side here. So just walk through that fear and put out in the world what you need to put out. But whatever you put out in the world, whether it's positive or negative, you will get paid back for tenfold. So if you can, switch that mental process to a more positive, hold the vision of how you want your future to look and the outcome you want to look like. So hold that vision and keep that positive mindset, Scorpio. Keep that positive mindset and hold that vision. You are very, very good at what you do. It looks like your self-saboteur gets in the way of your success sometimes. So step out of your own way and start creating those wonderful projects. Communicate. Put out in the world what you want to put out in the world. You can still be fearful and do it anyway, but I believe that you will be validated for your contribution. Just keep going with a little more certainty, Scorpio, and you will be able to obtain what you are working on. Page of Swords is in the past position. It can stand for children. It is an air sign, Aquarius, Gemini, or Libra. It also can stand for messages. So this feels more like some messages. Pay attention to what your inner voice is telling you, the God of your heart is telling you, and trust and believe that your information for you is the best for you. But it looks like there is some messages that you receive, during the holidays. That doesn't surprise me that you'd get something out of the blue from someone that you haven't heard from before, from the past, that you haven't heard from in a while. So that looks like that happened. Also, some of these decisions and the communication may affect children or may have affected children in the past. The Knight of Pentacles, excuse me, I got the hiccups. The Knight of Pentacles is in the present time. And the Knight can depict a person, or it can depict bravery. It has a pentacle, so it can be a Capricorn, Taurus, or Virgo. This looks like it's a younger person than 30 or 40, and it looks like it's really feeling like somebody needs your advice. Somebody needs your strong shoulder to cry on, and maybe is a little afraid to ask. This is feeling like they're kind of stuck a little bit and need some of your wise tutelage, your wise words to help move the energy a little bit, but it looks like it's someone either within your family, could be your child, could be a dear friend, and there is no gender attached to the knights because there is no equivalent in the female in the deck. So it can be male or female, but it looks like a younger person, younger than 40, needs some advice from you. So be open with your words, be open with your heart, with no judgment, but somebody needs your wise words. The Empress is here in the future. This can stand for pregnancy. It can stand for nurturing an idea. So plant those seeds. It can be a physical pregnancy, either for you or for someone in your family. But for the most part, it means sowing your seeds. Plant those seeds. Take those ideas. Nurture yourself. It is right on the side of this tumultuous communication. So most likely it's, choose you. Make some agreements that work for you as well as other people, nurturing ideas, and put out in the world what you've always wanted to do. Looks like, Scorpio, you're right on the precipice. You're right on the edge of making a big decision about really embracing an idea or dream or journey or something that you've always wanted to do, and that you're shifting the priority to make you and your dreams a priority. So the Empress is here, and she is a nurturing sign, someone that takes an idea and nurtures it into fruition, into growth. The stars here are lighting up for me. So reach for those stars, Scorpio. Reach for the stars. The worst thing that happens is you fall a little bit and you start all over. So don't be afraid to take that leap of faith into your magic, into your nurturing, and have that wonderful idea. Put it into motion. Put it into motion. So what is the basis of all this is the High Priestess, which is right next to the Emperor. So it really feels like you're coming into your magic. You're trusting your magic a little bit more, and you have found a little bit more of a spiritual balance for yourself. And that is the basis here. So there has been a shift in your awareness, some either relinquishing of control or acceptance of a situation, but you've taken the higher road, and it looks like, yes, the fear is still there, but you've walked through that fear, and more that you walk through that fear for those ideas, for those words, and the more validation you get out in the world, the easier that will come to you, and the more you will trust yourself in this. But this looks like really wonderful new endeavors. Very high cards. You have the Emperor, the Empress, the High Priestess, the Stars, Strength, World. You have all of these really high cards. So continue your journey, even if it is difficult. One foot in front of the other, and you'll make it. But it looks like you are revisiting some of your own spirituality, trusting in your intuition a little bit more. And for many of you Scorpios, you may be opening up that door to spirit right now. So whether it's taking a meditation class, learning how to throw tarot cards, I Ching, but you're exploring a little bit more of your own gifts. You're very gifted. It's all about trusting in your own abilities. That is the only thing standing in the way of your true fulfilling lifetime, is really trusting yourself and your abilities. Your words are valid, and you are enough, Scorpio. You are enough. So that is what the High Priestess represents, that you are really coming into your own. The Strength card is here. You're trusting your words a little bit more. Yes, you will backslide a little bit. Yes, you will process. You will continue to process. The Emperor, take the high road in situations. If something smells funky, it is funky. So trusting yourself and your abilities. I'm also feeling that the Emperor is representing someone of great importance to you, that has taught you great integrity, and you're using a lot of, and it feels like a male, it feels like you were given permission to be magic, and you're using some of that permissiveness from this person. I'm not sure if he's still on the planet, but he feels a little bit on the older side, if he is still here. But it does feel like a grandfather or a wise man, or a teacher, a metaphysical teacher of some kind. So it looks like some of the lessons that you got from the past, either whether it was growing up or actually taking a class, you are now reincorporating some of that wisdom that you received years ago, and you're using it more and more and more. But for many of you, it can stand for a wise person who is on the planet. So don't be afraid to tap into that source of wisdom. Check in with him and just take your moral temperature. But this is a person of great integrity and of unconditional love that has really taught you a lot in this lifetime. So it's time to either honor them or reconnect with them if they are on the planet. The next one is another Page of Pentacles. Again, this can stand for a child, someone younger than 18. Pentacles are earth sign. That's Capricorn, Taurus, or Virgo. So it looks like there is a little focus on messages. It is between the Star and the Emperor, so this may be messaging this person of great wisdom, or receiving a message, communicating somehow with that entity. If they are not on the planet, it's okay. You can say hello from your sixth chakra or from your mind, and say hello and listen very carefully, and they will give you those messages. It's just about trusting and opening your heart. But it looks like you're in line for some messages, Scorpio, either on taking your next step or receiving validation for the current brave step that you're taking. Some strength is in order right here. So and it looks like you're working between your strength and your fears, and trying to find the balance between your strength and your fears. This is like the ultimate of fear. This is old, broken, alone. So it looks like you're really vacillating back and forth between the I am woman, hear me roar, I am a lion, hear me roar, to I can't do this. So realize that neither one is true, that life is a balance between the challenging and the positive. You have both of those within you, sweet Scorpio. So find the balance, and the balance looks like it is the Star. So you are neither helpless and not enough, and you're not, the underdog flying around, leaping small buildings at a single bound. So finding the balance between the positive and the negative. Excuse me. And the star here is, it's time to gift yourself as well as others. You have this incredible gift of intuition, this incredible gift of knowing what is going on just by looking at it. And many people can feel a Scorpio just looking right into their soul. So you are actually very well received out in the world. Don't stand in your own way, Scorpio. Get out of your way and realize you do have the strength. You have everything you need to accomplish what you want this lifetime. So step out of your way. You are enough. And I can't repeat that enough to you, Scorpio. No more questioning of your abilities. You were put on this earth to do some certain things. So now it's time to shake your tail feathers and get out there and do what you need to do. It's time to give of yourself, give of your heart, trust and believe in your own abilities. That is the only thing standing in your way. You are extremely capable. So that is a reading for January. And what I'd like to do, since it's the beginning of the year 2018, I'd like to throw 3 cards, one for money, one for love, one for health. And also, if you're interested in getting a one-on-one reading for the coming year, I will be putting a new button on my website, mysticmessenger.net. So you will be able to have a one-on-one for the year of 2018. And that should be up the beginning of January. I'll put it up at the beginning of January. So let us throw a card for love. Queen of Swords, exalted. That's wonderful. Taking the high road. This is for money. The Emperor, excellent, excellent, excellent. Looks like it's going to be a higher abundance year. And health, 2 of Wands. So finding your balance. Finding your balance will be directly related to your health. So Queen of Swords for love. Watch your words. They can be a little cutting, a little overbearing. So find your kindness and your balance when you are communicating to your loved ones. Watch that cutting tongue. This knife is lighting up for me for the Queen of Swords. Queen, taking the high road, being in integrity, not in the lower levels. No manipulation, lying, manipulation, all the negative traits of communication are in the lower levels. So Spirit is encouraging you to take the high road like a queen or a king. Be exalted. Do not slip down into the lower levels. If you are hurt, take the high road. So it looks like really learning to hold your tongue this year. Really learning to temper your words within love space. And that can be with children, that can be with a lover, family, or just a love of your friends. So try to temper your words a little bit kinder on delivery, and people will be able to hear you better, Scorpio. The Emperor is in the money place. That's also a place of exaltation. You have 2 emperors here. So it really looks like if you put in the work, you're going to get paid for it. So do the hard work. Put it out there in the world. Get rid of that fear. And it looks like your money will go up as your confidence goes up, and as you start doing things in the world, put it out there in the world. But it looks like your money will be a direct reflection on your success this year, which looks very positive, Scorpio. Health, it's the 2 of Wands. That's finding the balance between work, family, and your own personal things. Don't overextend yourself in any way this year. Find the balance. Do what you need to do. But if you need to schedule off days, if you need to schedule down days, binge days, if you will, for cable, whatever it is, but finding that time of rest to really take a break. Now that you're going into these endeavors, your schedule is kind of picking up. It's picking up here, Scorpio. So make sure that you schedule some downtime. That way your body won't create dis-ease to have that downtime. So that is a reading for January 2018, sweet Scorpio. If you liked what you heard, please like, share, and subscribe. I will be back at the end of January for your February reading. And in the meantime, live life gently, but with fire. Namaste.